How does it feel to be useless, son? My mom laughed in front of the whole family. I looked at her calmly and said, feels great, since I just stopped paying your rent. Her smile vanished. My dad froze, then shouted, rent? What rent? The room went dead silent. Mom's face turned bright red. He's lying. He's just embarrassed that I called him out. Called me out for what? I asked. For being useless? The useless son who's been paying $1,500 a month for the last 3 years? My aunt gasped. You told me you owned that house, Dad said slowly, staring at Mom. You said your parents left it to you. They did, Mom stammered. He's confused. He helped with some bills, that's all. I have the lease agreement, I said. In my car. Want me to get it? Uncle Mark leaned forward. Wait, you've been renting? This whole time you've been bragging about your paid-off house? Mom shot him a look that could kill. It's not what it sounds like, she said quickly. It sounds like you've been lying to everyone for years, my sister said quietly, while making fun of him for living in a small apartment. That small apartment I lived in, I'd chosen it specifically so I could afford Mom's rent, because she'd cried to me 3 years ago, said she'd lose everything after the divorce, said she couldn't work because of her condition, which nobody could ever name, said I was her only hope. So I paid, every month, on time, $1,500, while she told everyone I was a failure, that I worked a dead-end job, that I'd never amount to anything like my successful cousins, while she drove a brand new car, while she went on weekend trips with her friends, while she bought designer handbags, all funded by the useless son. I stopped the automatic payment yesterday, I continued. Your landlord should be getting the notice right about now that November's rent isn't coming. You can't do that, Mom shrieked. I'll be homeless. You said I was useless. Useless people don't pay rent. Dad was staring at Mom like he'd never seen her before. 3 years? He's been supporting you for 3 years and you've been treating him like garbage? It's not like that, he offered. He wanted to help. Did I? I pulled out my phone. Should I read the texts where you said I owed you for raising me? Where you said it was the least I could do since I ruined your body by being born? My grandmother stood up. Maria, is this true? Mom started crying. The fake kind. You're all ganging up on me. I'm the victim here. The victim? My sister laughed bitterly. You've been living rent-free while calling him a loser at every family gathering. I never said rent-free. I said he helped. You told me last month he was barely scraping by, my cousin added. You made us all feel sorry for him. We took him out to dinner and insisted on paying because we thought he was broke. I remembered that dinner. The pitying looks. The it gets better speeches. I'd paid Mom's rent the next day. How much does your apartment cost? Dad asked me. $800 a month. And you were paying her $1,500 on top of that? Plus, I bought her groceries twice a month and paid her car insurance. That was another $200 monthly. The math was sinking in around the table. I was spending more on my mother than on myself. You're a monster, my aunt said to Mom. An absolute monster. He's my son. He's supposed to take care of me. You're 52 years old, Dad exploded. You're not elderly. You're not disabled. You work part-time by choice. I have expenses. You have designer bags, my sister shouted. I've seen your closet. You have 12 of them. Mom looked around the table. Everyone was staring at her with disgust. Fine, she spat. He wants to abandon his mother? Let him. You'll all see what kind of person he really is. We're seeing exactly what kind of person you are, my grandmother said coldly. And I'm ashamed to call you my daughter. Mom grabbed her purse and stormed out. Dad didn't follow her. Nobody did. My grandmother came over and hugged me. I'm sorry. We all believed her lies. It's okay, I said. No, it's not, but it will be. My phone buzzed an hour later. Mom's landlord. Your mother called saying the rent payment was a mistake. I told her the account was closed. She's demanding I accept a personal check. Should I? That's between you and her, I said. I'm no longer involved. Understood. For what it's worth, she's 2 months behind on utilities. I've been waiting for your payment to clear before starting eviction. I smiled. Sounds like she has 30 days to figure it out. I hung up and looked at my dad across the table. How does it feel to find out your ex-wife is a liar? Full story on the channel linked below.